Yes, this is experiment number 10. Start by importing all the necessary libraries and modules. Uh, for random forest, we are importing from sklearn.ensemble, a random forest classifier. And for RWs, we are using RWs classifier library. Then coming to the first part, that is random forest. First one is to read the data set into that kind of data frame object. So it would be df is equal to read dot read of the data set is penguins and slash slp.csv, and then row id is dropped because it's just an index and it's not a feature, so it won't affect the prediction. So the pre-processing using data integration with mean and label encoding to convert categorical data to numerical data. So that's what's done here. Next is use an independent variable x for x and using all other variables in that particular data set except for species, and updating species as target. So for the data set that we're considering now doesn't have the column row ID because it's already dropped. Okay. So X and Y is taken. And then next thing is breaking the data into training and testing. And just like always, we use X train, X test, Y train, Y test is equal to using the train test split, we split the data set. Then is an estimator, sorry, the n estimators 50, 100 and max depth 2, 3, 4. Just assign it to the variables and estimators RF is equal to square bracket 50, 100, and then max depth RF is equal to 2 under square bracket 2, 3, 4. Let's just create different models of random forest using different parameters. So we're assigning RF slash models equal to MP library, MP dictionary, and starting a loop, we're starting two loops in which we'll assign a model name, and then it automatically fetches the model name from the random forest classifier, where it takes the estimators as n, and the max depth is equal to g, and random forest is equal to run state is equal to 42, and then it automatically brings it within the dot set function. Then coming to the current question, it is for the different parameters of random forest, calculate the accuracy, precision, rainfall, and nothing but the performance evaluation. And it is done for each model that are trained in the previous step. So these are the accuracy, so the accuracy, precision, recall, and upfront score for all the 6 models trained. Uh, Next is display the confusion metrics of the trained model. So the confusion metrics for RF N50 depth 2 is this, and so on and so on. And confusion metric is predicted using the inbuilt library called confusion metric. Next one is database. Read CSV data into pandas data frame also. This is same as what it is done in random forest questions also. So not repeating here. Similarly, second, third, and fourth one. It's almost the same. It's just pre-processing and splitting into training and testing, and assigning the X variables and the Y variables. So the fifth question is to assign the N estimators. Here, the N estimator is taken as 50, 100, and learning rate of that absolute database is taken as 0.01, 0.1, and 1.0. The sixth question is create different models for database using different parameters. Create an empty dictionary first, and using the database classifiers, we will create database models and train them using the fit function. Successfully created and trained 6 database models, and similarly, we have like the random forest question, finding the performance metrics of the database models as well within the uh, metrics such as accuracy, precision, recall, and reference score. And these are the metrics for the six models trained in the previous step. Next one is the confusion matrix, and confusion matrix is displayed using the function confusion matrix, confusing the slash matrix, and the store matrix. So these are the confusion matrix for the six models trained. Thank you.